Hey guys, how are we doing today? Today, I'm going to talk to you about sleeping bags. Now, sleeping bags are kind of hard to talk about because different people find different things comfortable. Myself, I'm pretty comfortable in a house, I don't know, 19 degrees. My wife is very comfortable in a house 23 degrees. I find 23 degrees too hot, but my wife loves it, just for an example. Now, the sleeping bag I got it's a mummy style, which means that it zips up almost all the way, or all the way, and if it doesn't zip up all the way, then it has a pull cord to bring down the total surface, the total hole, I should say, down small. There's another kind called, I think it's called a box. I'm not sure. But I'm very prepared for this one. But there's another kind where it just zips up the side and the total hole is open at the head. That kind of a sleeping bag works okay in the summertime only. Depending on where you live, it might work in the spring or the fall, or even the wintertime, really. I mean, if you live in Florida, right? But most other places, mummy bag is great. But no, I have the Traverse 0 Fahrenheit. It's good to 0 Fahrenheit, which is around minus 17 degrees Celsius. It's really good in the spring and the fall. It's a little too warm in the summertime. In the summertime, I usually leave it open. And it also has a blanket, if I can find them in this mess. Yes, it has an inner blanket right here. It has an inner blanket that'll flop over me, and I'll just use that in the summertime, really. I'll leave it open. It's badass. But in the wintertime, it can get kind of cold, so I bring a wool blanket with me. Anyway, that's that. It's a nice bag, mummy bag. It's synthetic, but it's cheap. I got it at Walmart for, I think, 90 bucks. And really, when it comes to sleeping bags, usually the cheaper ones run you around 150 bucks. So there's 4 different kinds of construction when it comes to sleeping bags. There's the box wall. You will normally see this with down sleeping bags. And down offers you the best warmth for weight ratio, I guess you can say. They're a lot more expensive. It's not uncommon to see a good down sleeping bag run you up over $500. I don't have that kind of money. So I buy synthetic. Synthetic's good, but it's a little heavier. And it doesn't really keep you as warm. There's some synthetic materials where you can get it wet and it'll still function pretty good. When it comes to down, don't get that wet. No matter what you do, do not get it wet. The second kind is sewn through. Sewn through is typically what you'd see in summer bags. It's where they have a sheet and then it just goes sewn right through. And really, it's sort of the coldest kind of bag that there is. Next bag is an offset channel. An offset channel bag is like 2 sewn through bags put next to each other, and it's like a step up. And lastly, there's a shingle type. Shingle type I haven't seen ever. I would think this would work the best for thermal bridging. Enough of that out of the way. Let's get back to temperature rating. A sleeping bag rated down to minus 17, I think would be comfortable down to minus 10. And it gives you that 5 to 10 degree buffer zone. If I'm going out with my sleeping bag and it's minus 20, and I bring my wool blanket and I have my winter tent, it might be okay if I have another person to kind of generate more body heat inside that tent. So, things to look for when you want a sleeping bag. Well, first of all, you want to get a sleeping bag that's not too heavy. A sleeping bag around 2 pounds is generally what you sort of want to aim for if you're backpacking. You could go a lot heavier if you want to go winter camping. You want at least a drawstring to pull that tight so you're nice and warm throughout the night. Also, it should have on the zipper a draft tube or something like that to lock out all the drafts. You're never going to lock out the drafts in a sleeping bag anyhow. If it's a particularly cold night, I'll even sleep with a hat on and use the hat to block the face hole in the sleeping bag until I get, kind of starved for oxygen. I'll wake up and go, that is what it is. Also, it should have on the bottom of it these little tags, these little hooks or loops. These little loops for hanging your bag up when you get home. You want to hang your bag on something when you get home. For sure, after each use, hang up your bag and let it air out. Seriously, it'll get musty and moldy and gross. You won't want to sleep in that after that. Alright, well, thank you for joining me for this quick little video. I really hope to do a lot more of these little simple 5-minute videos, 10-minute videos. I want to go camping really soon, but I got a special treat for you guys in the coming weeks. I'm not even going to spoil it. You're going to have to wait and see. It's amazing. And be sure to stay in tune with my Instagram and my Twitter. I post on there pretty semi-frequently. And it's good for updates like what I am going to be doing next week that I don't want to spoil right now. But until next time, Bushcraft Brent, out.